What's up, Wargamers? Welcome back to World of Wargaming. I'm Isaiah. In the background, that clicky clack tippity tap you hear is Cannoli, the World of Wargaming Warhound. Today, we're here to unbox and open up some stuff from my pile of opportunity. That pile of models and boxes, or STLs, the digital pile, as we're beginning to refer to it, and open it up and look at some of the toys. Today, we're going to be taking a look at this box that I've had sitting around for a pretty good little while. This is for Carnivale from TT Combat. This is Dracula host. Now, I bought these specifically for Carnivale, but I've also stumbled across some other things that I'm absolutely going to use these models for. So let's flip the camera around. Let's take a look at what's inside here. So since it is his show, we'll start with the big guy himself, Vlad Dracula. It looks like he comes in 3 pieces. Looks like we got a leg and then the sword arm to connect. These are very, very shiny, so definitely going to need to give it. You should always scrub down your resin models with soap and warm water. In my experience, TT Combat's resin definitely needs a scrub. I've had more problems getting airbrush primer to stick to their models than any other, probably. Rattle cans, they usually take very well. For whatever reason, no matter how hard I seem to scrub, airbrush primer just doesn't seem to work that well on them. We got some nice detail on the scaling in the armor. Great looking face. Let's see if we can find his arm and leg. Oh wait, is it not an arm? No, it's not an arm. It's not a sword. It is an arm. It's not a sword. He has a halberd. I think that's a halberd. I'm going to call it a halberd. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. And then there's a leg. So there's a leg. Along with something that I'm not exactly sure. Look at the picture. Loincloth. It's the loincloth that goes with it. And a little dagger, which goes on his hip. Just glues straight to his person. Next, we have our monk, who is, in my opinion, kind of a slot in for like the Renfield type character. I'm assuming he's meant to be a thrall of some sort. But again, I can get lots of mileage out of this model. Particularly this kind of peasant-looking vampire, clergy-looking vampire. Then we've got his arms with some little nubbins in there to help them set into the other piece. I like that. We then come to our first bride. Really good work on the drapery. Now, there is a tiny little piece. She has a little bun. Yeah, okay, so at least there's a hole there. For whatever reason, they decided that this piece right here needed to be a separate piece from the rest of the head. I'm sure that there is a reason for that in the casting, but as the person building it, I hate little fiddly bits like that. But at least there is a pocket there for that to set down into. And if you look at the arms, really nice draper. We got that one leg that sticks out the slit in the front of the dress. And then there's a little, what looks like a tentacle piece. I'm gonna have to inspect that a little bit more closely to ascertain what exactly that is. Okay, so it's part of her. It goes on her hand. She's kind of uncoiling this weird tentacle from herself. That's new, but okay, I'm here for it. We got our next bride, who is split in half along the waist. That's not too bad. Good pocket there for everything to sit into. Her hair is phenomenal, though. Her hair looks so good. And then lastly, we have Salome. I don't know that that's her name. I just called her that because she's in like a very kind of dancing pose, all gyrating and such. These are the arms which go up this way. So she's doing a kind of a gypsy dance, because I think they were all in the stories. They're all the daughters of the gypsy tribe that he invaded and didn't treat so well or enthralled. And then she's got this really kind of elaborate piece that goes on the front and drapes down with this kind of creepy little wooden mask on it, which I'm a big fan of. It reminds me of the witch doctor masks in Crash Bandicoot, and I support that. Good looking model. And then of course we have the bases that come with it. I'm not a huge fan of these. I do like that they have a slot in the bottom to hold a magnet. They just come that way. But the Carnivale models that I have, where I've just used these bases and tried to do something with the base, they don't look bad, but they don't look anywhere near as good as having a topper or a plug on the base that gives you some texture and everything else. There are lots of places you can, TT Combat does sell plugs for the bases. There's also tons of places that if you have access to a 3D printer, you can get those plugs printed for you. So with these models and the rest of the Carnivale models that I have, which are some guild models at the moment, I plan on doing plugs. And they'll just look a little bit different than the Rashar and the guild that I already have done. I'm okay with that. It is what it is, because I think it's going to be a better end product moving forward. And that, my friends, will do it for today's journey, excursion, spelunking trip into the pile of opportunity which occupies the majority of the closet in my studio. Thanks for tuning in and hanging out while I opened up some new toys for Carnivale. I hope you have an absolutely amazing rest of your day.